Hey guys, so it's been a while that iOS 17 is out. So iOS 17 came for the public on 18th of September and today is about 12th October. So it has been around 25 days that iOS 17 is about, and I can say it is way better than the first day. In last 25 days, lot of things happening with the iOS 17. So let's start with the very first thing. iOS 17.0.1 came out, iOS 17.0.2 came out, and recently iOS 17.0.3 came out to fix couple of bugs and the battery performance. On the other hand, betas were also coming out with the iOS 17. So iOS 17.1 beta 1 came out, point 1 beta 2 came out, and recently beta 3 came out with couple of changes. I have done lots of videos about all these versions. That videos are available on my channel. Go and check on those videos. And in this video I'm going to talk about how has been the iOS 17 from last 25 days. How is the performance, how is the battery life, and all that. I will start with the battery life. So yes, it's not that I am using iOS 17 from last 25 days. I am using iOS 17 since the beta 1 that came in June. I was using that version on my iPhone 11, but now I am using the public iOS 17 on my iPhone 14. So talking about the battery life of the iOS 17, since it came out on 18 September, I can say it is improving way better. With the iOS 17.0.1, iOS 17.0.2, battery life was good, but many people were facing heat-up issues on their latest iPhone, that were iPhone 15 models. There were lots of news that iPhone 15s are getting warmer than expected, and it is creating a lot of problems for people. People were making memes about it and all those stuff were happening, and then Apple came out with the news that there is a bug in the iOS 17.0.2, and because of that the heat up is happening. So they are here to fix the issue with the 17.0.3. So 17.0.3 came out last week and it fixes all the issues with the heating, which was really good. Now most of the people are not facing heating issues problem at all. If you facing any heating issues with your iPhone, let me know in the comment section below. Now with the iOS 17.0.3, I can say this is the best battery life that you can ever get on any iOS version. Now why I'm saying this, I like to state facts, and state facts are by showing you the stats of the battery. Now going into the settings, going to the battery, let the stats load a bit. Going to the last 10 days, and over here you can see there are very less days where I use more than 100% battery. In fact, there is only a one day, that is this one, where I use more than 100% of the battery life, because I don't use a phone much, or maybe because I use phone a lot, but the battery life is really good. Now let's see how was the battery life on the very first day over here, that was a Tuesday. During this time, I was running the iOS 17.0.2. So I used around, as you can see, 60% of my battery, and I was getting 6 hours and 27 minutes on screen time using WhatsApp, Instagram, photos, X, Snapchat, all those stuff. Now moving to the very next day, where I used a lot of battery than the previous one. Here I used almost 80% of my battery, and my on-screen time is like 7 hours and 53 minutes. Like this seems really okay. Now moving to the over here, moving on Sunday, where I'm using iOS 17.0.3, which also fixes the heat up issues. Battery life is insanely good. Over here, as you can see, I use around 120% of my battery life, which means I charge my phone for twice a day, maybe on that single day, and on screen time is like insane. It is like 11 hours and 14 minutes. So talking about the 100%, we can consider it around 9 hours using, again, WhatsApp, Netflix, Instagram, YouTube, and yeah, some of editing my videos on CapCut. Now moving further, like my last day, that where I used around 75% of my battery life, as you can see, and my on-screen time is 8 hours and 52 minutes. Most of the time I am on WhatsApp video calling, using Instagram, and watching different series on the Netflix. So basically I am using it for my social media. And when it comes to social media apps consume a lot of batteries because they are using your mic, your speaker, your there is media is running. And when it comes to media running, battery consumes a lot, batteries consumed a lot. So yeah, you can also see that I am not into much of the games, although I do have a couple of games over here. As you can see, there are a bunch of different games over here, but I am not much into the games as I should be, or like I don't much have enough time to play games, I can say that. But I'm not into games at all. Now we have talked about the battery life. Now conclusion of the battery life is very simple. Battery life until iOS 17 25 days later, running iOS 17.0.3, battery life is the best. I think this is the best battery life that you can get on the iOS 17, on any iOS ever, because everything is really good. Now if you are people facing any problems with the battery life, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to know that how I am maintaining my battery life, not my battery life, how I am maintaining the battery life of my phone and taking this to this much screen on time, let me know in the comment section below. I will be coming up with an extra video. Now let's talk about the performance of the iOS 17. Why I'm talking about the performance about the iOS 17? Because many people still are using iOS 16. So it is very important for those people that let's update to the iOS 17. There are amazing features available on the iOS 17. So yeah, you are not going to compromise anything on the battery life or on the performance. So don't worry about that. So I have used iOS 16 before this one, which means I can bit of a compare iOS 16 and the iOS 17 performance, and I can easily say that iOS 17 performance is so far so good. There are no issues with the performance, no lags, nothing at all. Everything is so smooth. I really enjoy using my iPhone 14. Recently I was on a trip to the mountains, and I was using this phone regularly, and it was really great to use this phone. I was on my camera 24 hour, and I haven't seen any issue with the heating, with getting warmer, or any issue with the performance. So everything for me is going really good, and I am really enjoying the performance. Everything is smooth, buttery smooth basically, and going all good. If you need a detailed performance review of playing games and all of the stuff, let me know in the comment section below. But right now I am sharing all the things based on my experience from last 25 days, and believe me, you can trust me. So yeah, this was all about the iOS 17, that it is amazingly great. And if you are asking me that after 25 days should you update to the iOS 17, I would say definitely go and update to the iOS 17. It is the best iOS in the terms of performance, and after 17.0.3 I can say it is the best performance for the battery life too. Everything is so great. So yeah, that's it from this video. I hope you like this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below what do you think about the iOS 17, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care, peace out.